Losing time, I'm fading fast. I just wanna make it last. Try to let go of the past. I close my eyes, embrace the blast. Sleepless nights and headache stack. Restlessness to hell.
If you think mid-range phones can't deliver flagship-level performance, think again, because the Oppo K13 Turbo is here to change that. From gaming power to cooling tech and battery life, this phone packs some serious heat, like without breaking a sweat. I've already uploaded the unboxing and first impressions of that model. If you haven't watched it yet, the video link is right there in the description. Don't miss it. Now stick around till the end because what this phone delivers might just surprise you. The Oppo K13 Turbo Pro is scheduled to launch globally next month. I will also include a link to where you can purchase this phone in both the UK and the USA. Quick shout out to my tech partner from China for sharing this video. Big thank you for making this possible. Hey everyone, it's Mickey from techmaiky. If you love staying updated with the latest gadgets, make sure to subscribe and hit the notification bell so you never miss out on our exciting tech content. Let's begin with the design. The K13 Turbo Pro sports a bold, race-inspired aesthetic this time around. The model shown here comes in a striking jazz silver finish, giving off a sleek metallic look. Though visually metallic, the back panel is actually made of high-strength fiberglass, durable and drop-resistant. It's a clever blend of form and function. Adding to the visual appeal are the exposed screws and glossy side trims. The back cover feels smooth to the touch, but what really stands out is the blue shadow breathing light. It offers 8 dynamic lighting effects, elevating the gaming vibe. And when the internal fan kicks in, it automatically boosts performance to match the intensity. We'll explore that part in more detail shortly. Now turning to the front, you're greeted by a stunning 6.8-inch AMOLED display with a crisp 1.5K resolution. In our testing, the manual full-screen brightness reached an impressive 650 nits, while peak brightness climbs up to 970 nits for vivid visibility even in bright conditions. It also supports Dolby Vision and HDR10 video formats for an immersive viewing experience. Now, considering the entire device, even with the inclusion of RGB cooling fans and a massive 7,000 mAh battery, the K13 Turbo Pro still manages to maintain a remarkably balanced profile, weighing just 208 grams and measuring only 8.3 millimeters in thickness. How long does that massive 7,000 mAh battery really last? We put it to the test with a mix of tasks: King of Glory, PUBG Mobile, Weibo scrolling, and 1080p video playback, each for 1 hour. After 4 hours of continuous, high-intensity usage, the K13 Turbo Pro still had 52% battery remaining. That's an impressive feat, using only half the battery during heavy use. The large battery truly delivers powerhouse endurance. Now, in terms of charging speed, the 80 watts fast charging holds up well. In our tests, the phone reached 58% in just 30 minutes and hit a full charge in 63 minutes. While charging, the built-in fan activates to help dissipate heat and keep the phone cool during the process. And since we're on the topic of cooling, let's dive deeper. The K13 Turbo Pro is equipped with a dedicated wind cooling engine. This system plays a key role in both performance stability and thermal management. That's why manufacturers are constantly looking for ways to enhance passive heat dissipation, and the K13 Turbo Pro stands out as a great example of this approach. In fact, the K13 Turbo Pro is also equipped with a massive 7,000 mm2 VC cooling plate and 10-watt thermometer graphite thermal gel to aid in heat dissipation. However, the internal space of a smartphone is naturally limited, and passive cooling can only go so far. That's where active cooling comes in, specifically the built-in fan that helps push past the thermal bottleneck. But fitting a fan into such a compact chassis isn't easy. Wouldn't it make the internals even more crowded? Absolutely, which is why the K13 Turbo Pro's fan is incredibly small, yet engineered to move a large volume of air. And yes, it's waterproof too. So just how small is it? Well, we didn't literally take it out of the phone, just joking. But we did manage to get our hands on a separate unit of this miniature fan module, and its compact size is impressive. To ensure strong airflow, despite its tiny size, the K13 Turbo Pro uses 3 major optimizations. 1, L-shaped air duct. Air is drawn in from the back and expelled from the side, shortening the airflow path and reducing resistance. 2, curved corrugated design. This ensures smoother and more uniform airflow through the system. 3, high-speed microcentrifugal fan. Spinning at 18,000 RPM, it's paired with 13 ultra-thin 0.1mm blades, delivering surprisingly powerful airflow. On top of that, Oppo has innovated with a submersible pump design, using encapsulating and UV adhesives for waterproof sealing, ensuring both durability and reliability. Together with the VC plate and graphite gel, it's a finely tuned thermal management system built for performance. Let's take a closer look at the sustained performance of the K13 Turbo Pro, powered by the Snapdragon 8S Gen 3. We tested Honor of Kings under controlled conditions. Room temperature set to 25 degrees Celsius, screen brightness fixed at 200 nits, and graphics maxed out with high frame rate settings. The result? The K13 Turbo Pro handled it effortlessly, delivering an average frame rate of 120.4 FPS. Power efficiency was impressive too, with average power consumption at just 3.96 watts and only 17% battery drain over 1 hour of continuous gameplay. Nearly half the session involved team fights, yet the phone remained cool to the touch. 34 degrees on the back and 32.9 degrees on the front by the end of the test. Thanks to the Gale Cooling Engine working in tandem with the Snapdragon 8S Gen 3, thermal control was exceptional. This phone runs so cool, it might just catch a chill. Next up, we pushed it with an hour-long PUBG mobile session, using the same environment, smooth graphics settings, plus 120 FPS mode. The K13 Turbo Pro delivered an average of 119 FPS, very close to full-frame performance. Power consumption was a bit higher at 5.1 watt, with 19% battery used. Even after an hour of intensive play, the temperature held steady, to 37 degrees on the back and 36.7 degrees on the front, with even heat distribution across the body. It's also worth noting that PUBG Mobile's 120 FPS mode adaptation usually takes up to an hour of play to kick in. During that time, average frame rates must remain above 118 and internal temperature below 43 degrees Celsius. The K13 Turbo Pro easily met these conditions, reinforcing its strong cooling and performance capabilities. Thanks to the Gale cooling system, the phone maintains stable, sustained performance, which is crucial for competitive gaming. And before we wrap up the gaming tests, let's not forget the fine-tuned optimizations. The K13 Turbo Pro's battery is already impressive, but during gameplay, you can also activate bypass charging mode. This allows power to flow directly to the motherboard, reducing heat buildup and preserving battery health, perfect for long gaming sessions. The Oppo K13 Turbo starts at a price of 1999 yuan in China, which roughly converts to 207 pounds in the UK and around $279 in the USA. That's it for today's look at the Oppo K13 Turbo. If you found this helpful, don't forget to subscribe to our channel for more in-depth tech content. And for the latest gadget deals and tech updates, make sure to follow us on Twitter. All links are in the description below. See you in the next one.